How you guys doing? I just ended my last podcast with talking about abortion, but I forgot one thing about that abortion. You know, my daughter has three beautiful granddaughters. They're so beautiful. I mean, I'm not saying that because my grandkids, they are beautiful. My 12-year-old granddaughter, she looks like a model. I mean, she has got a body like a 20-year-old, and she is beautiful. My grandkids are all three of my granddaughters are beautiful, and I have three grandsons that are beautiful. My granddaughter, I worry about the girls. Men are going to work it out between men, but women are the ones that always suffer from all this bullshit. You know, my granddaughter, my daughter, when she first got pregnant, I feel bad. You know, I wanted her to have an abortion because she was 17. 17 years old. And my daughter couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. And she couldn't do it for 3 times. And I'm glad she never even thought about it. You know why? I mean, I'm glad that she went against what I said. I got the most, and my other boys never said to, but my daughter was from an abusive man, and she was trying to do it all on her own. I'm so glad she made a decision different than mine because my granddaughters are so special. They're all so smart. They're all so beautiful. My boys are so, my grandsons are so beautiful. I mean, if you people don't understand that abortion is the wrong way, if you want to adopt your child out there, there's lots of people out there that can't have kids. Bless them. Bless them with your child. But killing a child is never... God forbid my daughter would ever done that. I love my grandkids. I love them. They wouldn't be here. I don't understand what people are thinking. It makes me realize, even more so than my first girlfriend waking up freaking out, it makes me realize that abortion is never the answer. Murdering a baby, people need to have more personal responsibility. If parents aren't watching over you, if you're not smart enough at that age to make the right decisions, then you got to deal with the decisions that you make. But killing a baby is never the answer. It's never the answer. If any one of my kids would have had an abortion, I wouldn't have 6 beautiful grandkids. And my granddaughters, I look after them because they're so pretty. I mean, I got the prettiest grandkids. My wife's, I'm a stud. My grandkids are beautiful. If I showed you a picture of my granddaughter, you'd freak out. She's 12 years old, looking like she's 20. She's got a breast out to here. And she's all going on. And she's smart. She's a cheerleader. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for being such a stud. I mean, I would never known this little girl, this special little girl, if my daughter would have listened to me and had an abortion at 17 years old. So that's how I feel about abortion, man. I mean, if you have even a shred of love in your heart, think about that. Think about that abortion. I mean, because if you didn't want this to happen to you, you should have thought about it before you got pregnant. Plain and simple. Both of you should have thought about it. But I'm telling you right now, if my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she wasn't here right now, life wouldn't be the same for me. It wouldn't be the same for my wife. I mean, think about that. The death of your grandchild, the death of your daughter, the death of your son. What's so hard for that to understand, people? There's personal responsibility for everything. There is a place for abortion, but that place is not. That place is not where it's at right now. It's not birth control. That place is not birth control. Some people get pregnant even though they use birth control, and I get it. I get it. And if you want to have that first abortion within 8 to 12 weeks, the max, because if you don't know, my wife knew, my first girlfriend knew she was pregnant. We both knew when she was 7, 8 weeks pregnant. You know. Don't let it go on past that. I mean, if you're going to do it past that, but I'm telling you right now, the joy that I get from my grandkids, the joy I get from my little granddaughters, because women in a man's world is a tough thing. I'm really proud of my granddaughters. They're all so pretty. I mean, my oldest granddaughter I'm talking about, the one, they're all fucking super pretty because they're all from my daughter. She's a hottie. I mean, her boyfriend was a stud, even though he's an abusive kind of guy. I mean, never supporting the kids. My daughter is a single mother of 3 kids, 3 daughters, and her fucking ex-old man, he doesn't do shit to help them out. He's a fucking bum. Works at the table to avoid the child support. I mean, what a piece of shit. But you know what? He's a stud. He's a tough guy. He can protect him when he's around, and he's starting to work now. So I hope he figures it out. My daughter keeps going back to this guy, so I'm hoping it works out for him. I mean, I'm hoping it works out. I try to stay out of my kids' relationships like that because they're all grown adults. I don't want to get involved like that. You know, you can't get involved in an adult's life like that when they're your kids, because they got to find their own way. They got to make mistakes. They got to learn. They got to figure it out like everybody else. I mean, but man, oh man, my life would never be the same if I didn't have my grandchildren. My 3 beautiful granddaughters, my 3 boys. I mean, my 3 grandsons, my 3 kids. You know, I have 4 kids right now if I wouldn't have had that abortion with my first old lady. I mean, once again, Marty, I am sorry. I wasn't man enough back then to be the man to raise a child. I mean, or even try. I mean, I pushed out. I apologize for that. As a man, I feel like a pussy. Can't fucking take care of your own child? What kind of man out there doesn't take care of their kids? I mean, think about that. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, I don't care what. Stop with this color shit. What kind of man doesn't take care of their kids? What kind of real person, man or woman, doesn't want better for their kids than they have themselves, no matter how good they have it? Good, not good. But my point is, I'm going to take a hit real quick. Smoke is bad. But my whole point is, think about these choices you're making, people, because I've never gotten over my first, the only one abortion I had with my lady. I don't know what's going on in her life right now, but I do want her to know that even though we've been separated for 30 fucking years, whatever, I'm sorry about that. I mean, I messed up. And I hope she's having the best life right now. I hope I mean, I know a little bit about what happened with her. I mean, she met another guy who's taking care of her, and I appreciate that. I mean, I wasn't there when she needed me, and she took off. I mean, it happens a few times with me because I run things with ladies. I mean, but it happened, man. I mean, and I apologize for that. Marty, I apologize. I'm sorry I wasn't a better man. I'm sorry I was so young like you were. I'm sorry that with our parents, the government, Planned Parenthood, no, not one person ever said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Really, I mean, they just kind of backed our play and we did it. And when she woke up screaming and crying, "My baby, my baby," you know, I'm glad that happened. You know why? Because I want to know how important a baby is to a person. And any other reaction than that to me is just inhuman, honestly. Killed my baby. It is what it is, and I'm the man. I take full responsibility for it, and that's between me and God. But I mean, you don't kill your babies, man. I mean, if you don't want to get pregnant, figure it out. Figure out how not to get pregnant. If it happens, it happens. But don't be happy about it. And you know when you're pregnant right off the bat, don't deny it. Don't act like it's not happening. If you're gonna kill a baby, if you're gonna kill a fetus or an embryo, do it when they're still an embryo. Do it when they're young. I mean, it's not like they ever feel it, because I don't remember when I was past 3, but it's still murder. It's still murder, and the earlier it is, well, even though I don't like it, the better I can deal with it. Everybody should be allotted one abortion in their life within 12 weeks. Other than that, to me, it's just craziness. I mean, nobody wants to get in trouble for drugs no more. Nobody wants to get in trouble for this no more. Nobody wants to have responsibility for this. And some people never had the responsibility like that. I mean, and I'm going to say it because I'm a real motherfucker. I've had a lot of, I know, of course I'm white. you tell I'm white. I've known a lot of white pieces of shit in my life. But most of them keep their kids, and then even if they're tweakers or cokeheads, they still got their kids. And I mean, I think a lot of the black races are brought up around them. And I hope you guys figure it out, man, because you guys are smart. You're the most athletic race in the world. I mean, you guys are dominating on everything you do. The UFC now, look at all the black champions in the UFC now, the ones that are coming up. I mean, all this, Ben Carson, lawyers. I mean, there is a middle class black community all over this country, and I'm tired of everybody acting like there's not. There's a black middle class, there's a white middle class, there's a Mexican middle class. There's middle class everywhere. Stop fucking acting like there's not the middle class for everybody in this country. There is. Man, I mean, there is. But everybody likes to always point out to the black people the bad of the black people. I don't see them pointing out the white people like that. Black people, I want to tell you, to the colored race, you guys are smart. You're athletic. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And to the gangbangers out there, you know, most criminals I ever know, because I used to be a part here, man. I used to deal drugs, do drugs. The smartest people I've ever known in my life are people that do that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody acts like that a drug addict's some fucking moron. They're not all morons. They're geniuses. They're lawyers. They're doctors. They're nurses. It's society. Don't you guys get it? God, it's society, man. But the black race has so much potential. I hate watching them put you down as a special interest, and you guys buying into it. Buying into that shit. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden would like nothing better than leave you right where the fuck you're at. You know, and that goes for the white people, the Mexicans. If you're on welfare, if you're being stupid, grow up. Stop blaming slavery from 200 years ago. Stop blaming Mexico. Stop blaming... It's yourself. Grow up. Get out of it. Say no. Fuck. You know, people do what they want to do. And you can't blame that on everybody else, your parents. I mean, if you don't want to do it no more, then don't do it. But stop whining about it and wanting everybody else to pay for your shit. Take care of you. Fucking pull your own weight. If you want to have 10 kids, no matter what race you are, then support those 10 kids. Don't expect me to pay for it. My neighbor to pay for it. Everybody in that middle class family over there to pay for it. When they're busting their ass, they went to... Everybody acts like my mother and stepfather who raised me most of my life were alcoholics. Hardcore alcohol. They drank every day of my life to the day they died, but they were working alcoholics. But that doesn't mean... so I'm just trying to tell you. I went to live with my real father because he was an alcoholic, but I still love my mother and my stepfather. It just wasn't for me. But everybody acts like... Every race has problems, people. And once you get to a certain age, you can't blame it on your parents no more. You can't blame it on the governor, the fucking mayor, the guy down the fucking road, the bully down the fucking street. Grow the fuck up. Grow a fucking pair and nut the fuck up and handle fucking your business. And when I say handle business, I don't mean go get in a fight with somebody. Get a fucking job. Take care of your children or stop having them. Have a common sense to take precautions to where you have them. When somebody has multiple children with multiple parents, no matter who you are, what color you are, that means you're just being stupid. That means, now, it's only stupid if you're expecting me to pay for it. You can do all that you want. I don't care about yourself as long as I'm not paying for it. That's the problem. Everyone wants everybody to pay for all this weird shit. How's that this guy's over here's problem to pay for that weird shit? Like this transgender shit. Why is that? How is that my responsibility? Or anybody in that neighborhood that has nothing to do with transgender, how is that their responsibility to pay, to have special interests, for them to be a special... Oh my God, you know what I mean? Like black people and people of color getting special deals in California or the federal... I heard something on the news about it, about getting put at the head of the line for home loans and stuff like that. What is that all about? DEI, so they can go plagiarize? Because they never were supposed to be there anyway. You either earn it or you don't fucking earn it. Do you get what I'm saying to you people? But all this shit is just life and reality and having a little common sense. Putting all your shit on all of us normal people. Maybe I'm an anomaly, man, because I used to fucking party hard, deal drugs, have a good job. But I know a lot of people like that, and I know a lot of people that aren't like that. I mean, God, you can be who you want if you keep it in within reason. If you show up for work and work a job and support yourself, it's nobody's job to take care of you. Man, we're all adults. We take care of children. After the age of 18, you take care of yourself. Why is it so hard to understand? That you can't take care of yourself because of this or that or something happened 200 years ago? Shut the fuck up. Give me a fucking break. I'm so tired of all you fucking morons pushing this shit down our throat, and we're supposed to take it? Sit there and not say nothing? Well, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. This is the Scott and the Shot podcast, and I'm going to start speaking my mind every goddamn day because, forgive me, Lord, because you guys are whacked. What the fuck are you thinking? All right, man. I'll have another show here in a day or two, and I've been going off today because I just started doing this. I'm getting used to it. We'll see what happens. Maybe start getting some people on here for opposing opinions, because I see all these interviews on Fox News, and I like Fox, but all these softball questions. When are people going to get tired of listening to somebody? When I ask a simple question, a direct question, what is up with this? And they go around the whole fucking thing and don't even answer, what is up with that? Aren't you people tired of seeing that shit? A word salad to this and that. When you're asking a simple fucking question, a question about policies or things that are affecting our lives, and it's like Tim Walz, Kamala Harris, and their little taglines. If you ask him anything about the lies that he's been saying about going to war and being in China, he misspoke. He misspoke. A professional politician misspoke. He knows exactly what the fuck he said. He said it in a manner to where you think that he's a veteran, or you think he was there trying to show something, he was somebody in China, which he shouldn't even be in China. If you were an American politician, if you were a senator or a congressman in this country, and they got records of you going to China fucking 20 times and whatever the fuck it was for Tim Walz to China, isn't that a red flag? Isn't that a red flag? It doesn't matter that people are voting for him. Isn't that a red flag with our government? That he might be somebody you got to worry about? So let's not let him get that high for something. Let's get on him. Let's show the world what he's all about. And if he's not about that, it won't come out. But if he is, it comes out. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, and you Democrats, man, you need to figure it the fuck out. You're backing this shit. All you people that I grew up with, people that are in these neighborhoods, regular families, you buy into this lying and this bullshit all because you don't like how Donald Trump says something. Oh, he's so fucking direct. He's so mean. As they're calling him Hitler. I mean, are you serious? Fuck. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave. I hope people catch on to this program of mine, because I'm just sitting here talking shit, talking real shit. Shit that ain't fucking masked, cloaked, changed. I don't give a fuck about money. I got money. I don't care about nothing except the truth and what's ruining this whole world. You know, the world's always been fucked up, people, but the United States don't have to be. We have to defend ourselves and be us, and not be sad about it. Not feel bad because we have it good, because we're smarter than the rest of the world. If they want what we have, if their governments want them to have what we have, they will do it. And until that day happens, fuck them. This is Scott Dempsey, proud USA American, and I'll talk to you later, man.